we are okay. So
Did you
today
manage to
is
upload my music choices from earlier as well?
I will get that started here on the side of this here. So it is I, Matt Magnum, aka the Leviathan Devil, and today we are coming to you live from Twitch. Hello, we are back, Twitch. Kick. Hello, welcome to our world, Kick. And YouTube. And Silver is in the Twitch chat, so I should probably enable the chat box overlay. 1 second here.
Anyways.
Yeah, so I am. It should be showing up here. 1 second. Oh, there it is. It's just in the corner. Let's move that. Not that. Chat box. We're gonna move that over here. Yeah, Silver wanted to spam emote. So our main chat is on the Twitch side of things today. I've also got the multi-stream chat I can pull up here. So yeah. Anyways, yes, welcome to the wonderful world of Into the Stars of Nihil. Sorry, I'm a bit off kilter at the moment because it is a bit of a restart on stream in multiple places. Today, I'm not your GM. Today, the GM of the show, the runner of the show, is Baron Dragonborn.
Me. Hello, chat.
Alright.
Yep.
Yes, I am the DM. And the rest of the lovely players here, we will start at the top with the Artaholic. Hello, Alverber.
Hello. It's been years.
Oh, geez, there is multiple of these. 1 second here. I'm realizing one of these is better, so it's been so long since the chat box has been enabled that I thought I needed to make another one. Okay.
And while we're currently trying to fix the chat box, hello, Will.
Well.
Yeah.
Hi.
I guess I should take my meds. I'm out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that an hour and a half ago.
I'll go ahead and
God.
take my pure and anxiety meds.
Yes. I took mine this week, so James is going to. Oh my god! I actually have a reason for James to be like this. The only remaining downside to his head trauma is now he has ADHD, and he accidentally medicates himself with shitloads of caffeine every once in a while.
Oh my god.
So he acts neurotypical after some time period when he's highly caffeinated.
Well, Yuki, you're last. Hi.
Hi there, I'm Yuki Terumi, aka in this campaign, Reeve Trinity, the actual Reeve Trinity, not the android from the previous campaign.
Yep. Anyway,
You stick around long enough, you'll be just as confused as we are sometimes.
Yep. Once again, I am playing not an android, but a human with a lot of cybernetic mumbo jumbo going on, named James McMasterson, which no one has put together that last name. It's an on-the-nose pun. Anyways, James is a hyperactive, happy-go-lucky musician who is surprisingly good with his words, even though he should not be.
You say he should not be, and yet he is.
Well, yeah, because I roll well, not because I'm saying the right things half the time. Also, to be fair,
Yes, please
I
go and
roll
check our
well.
YouTube mods.
I roll well in everything. Like, Will still has to remember that I've derailed a double boss fight due to a charm scroll. That wasn't even my luck. That was his unluck. Oh,
Yeah.
Silver, you want to do recap?
Oh god, it's. Let me see.
It was from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
buddy. It's been 4.
Has it?
Has it been that?
The last notes was the 21st of November. It's the 12th of December now. It's been 4. It's been 4 weeks.
No. That'd be 3.
3 or 4. It's one or the other.
It'd be 3. Because, yeah, it was the Friday before Thanksgiving. So 21st was correct. Because we skipped the week of Thanksgiving, and then we skipped last week. So now it's week 3.
Okay. So, okay. Notes of last time. Offline notes. It's been years. The dust is gathered. Trying to level characters because we're all a little silly. Start session. What the fuck are we doing talking about the fucking Epstein files and the fucking Tiger Ripper? No, recap was horrendous. There's at least some laughs. Men. And their Space Dandy references. Subconscious flirting, I guess. Marcus is behaving like the one supposed gay man at a girl's sleepover by hacking into James's head tap. I forgot I wrote that. It's a sleepover convo. Technical difficulties, but we're back. Inner Ringo conversation. Supposed corporate quote-unquote date. So we're here sitting around as I should not normally do this often. Corporate talk. A lot of awkward corporate talk. Next morning, breakfast. That's all. That's all it ended on.
Yep.
And should I read off today's offline notes?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Alright, hold on. I need to also... So first of all, I need to get onto the notes. Anyway, offline notes. It's been years. This place is covered in dust. My allergies are upset. It's been 3 weeks. Movie talk and deciding on movies to watch. Crim mess! And that's about it. However, seeing the Christmas mentioned in here is quite funny because I added on every like Christmas related emote I could find.
And I not much really happened last time. It was the bottle episode, pretty much.
Yeah. Last time was a little funky.
So, Carl, now that we're multi-streaming, and I made you the grand premiere on Kick, please tell me you have something.
What do you got for us?
So you guys are currently still in transit. So it's
Transit?
more or less
I barely
what
know
y'all
them.
want to do.
Oh.
Carl, let's just get there. Because, like, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just want to pass the time. All right. Cool.
Well,
Perfect.
does everyone else want to pass the time here? Because I don't want to necessarily... Like, do we want to get the show on? Do we want to get to the main plot of things? Yeah. So, everyone all together, like in Monty Python, get on with it!
Get on with it! Camelot is a silly place.
No, we shan't go there. No, we shouldn't go there. Vesk 5 is a silly place.
Gonna say you go with what you originally said. I heard you say you shan't go there.
Yeah. It was originally a King Arthur thing.
Mm.
Okay, well, regardless. So, next few days pass. And you arrive on one of the outskirt planets of the Vesk Empire. Unfortunately, there's not much to go on in terms of which planets they've already conquered. So,
I don't know.
I'll get to, if you wish, name the planet.
Dude, they're literally called Vesk 1, Vesk 2, Vesk 3, Vesk 4. Look at the map.
Then you land on Vesk 55.
I don't see a Vest 55 anywhere.
I think we're way out from
We
the
found
actual
a new
system.
planet.
I think we're way out from. James is like, no, we didn't find a new planet. We're just in the boonies, the space boonies.
I hate the space boonies, but it's like the regular boonies,
Except in space.
Put in space. Hate it here already.
Don't you go talking to me about in space jokes when there's a Space Oz, Space Australia joke in one of the best abridged series of all times.
Yep.
Oh, I've been there a couple times. It's nutty.
Yeah, at least it's not as bad as Space Florida.
Don't get me started on Space Florida.
Look, man, ever since the new space president in Space Florida took over, it's been weird.
Oh my god.
I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah, well, apparently they've been started. Apparently the new guy's been letting major corporations starting their own prisons. Except they're not throwing in criminals in those prisons.
What else is new?
Right, but you know what? Ideals in space, I guess, aren't the biggest thing to go into, but, Space Florida is part of the Space Federation, so I assume they'd be a bit better.
All right, well.
This guy's funny.
So, as you arrive, you will be getting debriefed with basically the main objective being just to gather information. Doesn't matter how you really get it, but you mainly want to try to discern the whereabouts of the captain. Any additional information, good or bad, is up to you if you want to also pursue those.
Wait, what, Captain?
Captain of this vessel. We have tickets and interim.
This vessel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tickets and
searching for
interim.
a captain of someone else.
Nah. And James is like, James goes and he looks at Reeve and he's like, Reeve, do you know anything about the space boonies? Because I'm more used to space metropolises, so I don't know how useful I'll be here.
It's a wild and crazy place out there. A lot of them are lawless. Like, far enough?
Yep. You know much about Vesk 55?
What's a lore check for that? Above board.
More than likely society, because it is still a civilized planet.
Yeah.
I got a nat 20.
You know, James is an
One
expert in society, so I guess he'll roll. But Carl, I'd like to roll with disadvantage on this particular roll.
Go ahead.
To say for
There's a
shits and
one.
giggles, could I also do?
Yeah.
Let me
For
open up my
shits and giggles, also doing society.
Taking a while to
Which that's not
load.
any
Sorry,
better.
Demi Plan's kind of slow. I'm not sure if I'm logged in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't loaded in a while, so it's doing a bunch of updates.
All right. So we got a 13, a 9, and a 26.
And
so
then
far.
Lewis is still needing a roll, but mine's a nat 1 and Will's a nat 20, so keep those in mind.
Optimizing character cache.
Oh yeah, I know.
Character engine updates again? Yeah, okay, finally loaded. One moment.
Actually, I wonder if I should re-roll my society, 'cause I think I can.
Okay, and a 15. Reroll now, forever hold your peace.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll that. I'm gonna spend one of my hero points. So I go down to 1 and let's roll them bones.
only a 3-point difference. Okay.
To be fair, that is a big difference in a lot of different rolls.
Wait, what did I get
Yeah.
You
for my
gotta,
check?
yeah.
Nat 20.
Well, no, but
Yeah, I know I rolled a nat 20, but what
I think
information
he's
did I
waiting
get?
for everyone else to roll.
Yeah, I
Oh.
was waiting for. I was giving everybody the opportunity to re-roll before I dished out information, so that I can say, okay, these people have failed. This is the information you get. You succeed, and then someone crit succeeds. So that being the thing. So, Matt, buddy, that natural one.
Waiting for it.
You're out in the space boonies.
Got it. So
The
they
only
love
thing
rap.
No. The only thing you can
What?
think of right now is there's probably a bunch of dark shit going on, and none of it's good.
What is any of it good?
Carl, you're supposed to give me
No.
false information. Like, going into the Space Boonies and singing rap because they love rap music in the Space Boonies.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no.
Wait, they like rap? Oh my god, I'm not useless!
Sweet Jesus. I already hate it here. Get me out of here. I have pings.
Anyways.
What do you want? Oh my god.
I don't know. Reeve, that's a natural 2, bud. Yeah, you have no freaking idea what's going on, but the fact that it's in the Vest Empire, you got some weird vibes going on, but you don't know if it's good or bad.
Space lizards.
Anyways, so, Verber.
Yes.
Best 55 is the home of a bunch of brains.
Interesting.
What do you mean, brains?
I'm trying to find the name of the race. Give me a moment.
Oh, yeah, that old man. Those things. Like the brain tentacle
Yes.
monsters, yeah.
Brain tentacle monsters.
I mean, that is what they are, aren't they?
That
No,
is a
they aren't
sentence.
tentacle monsters. I mean,
They have tentacles and they're monsters, ergo tentacle monsters.
also, I think you're thinking of Barathu if you're thinking tentacle monsters. No, as in like literal floating brains. The contemplative.
Do you have a picture?
Oh boy, do I.
Of course,
Copy
there's a
image.
of course there's a
link.
visual for these freaks and natures. I'm kidding.
I mean, they are freaks.
Carl,
in
you
nature.
should put it in
Don't
as a
necessarily freaks.
handout. You know how to make a handout, right?
No, I do not.
So on the unit journal here, so you know where all the character sheets are
Yes,
at the
handout.
top. Yep, handout. And then you can you would have to save the file, but you can choose a file from the saved one. So that way there's actually like a picture the audience can see without me having to make the handout.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Also, I swear to God, these better be brains not in jars, or I'm going to call you on your Fallout New Vegas reference.
Oh no, they are legit not in jars, and it's amazing.
Wait. These aren't the same brain creatures that are in Pathfinder and use vampires as slaves, right?
I don't think so. No, I can check though real quick. Description is shaped by countless generations' pursuit of mental self-perfection. Contemplatives have huge brains equally suited to math and magic. The natural telekinesis propels them through the air as their measured curiosity drives them to discover and innovate.
Here's your handout, people.
Hopefully... Yes. There you go.
Okay, so it's not in a jar.
No.
Interesting.
And what does Will get with his not 20?
Yeah.
So, you've heard a lot of interesting rumors about this place around the contemplative. It sounds if it's some of them are willingly helping the Vesk Empire while others were forced into it. It does seem as if they aren't native to this planet, at least. They might have just been moved here as a bit of like a frontier research lab kind of thing going on. So like this planet is not their native home, but they're there doing like experiments and such, trying to figure out, I guess best way to say is the Vesker trying to figure out how to do something, and in order to do that they needed to be closer to whatever their objective is, and they're doing experiments and stuff to try to figure out if whatever the Vesk want is possible and such. So
the entire planet?
No, the contemplative. The group. The handout. The contemplative.
Oh, the handout.
Yeah, I said show players.
Yeah, that's a group of people. The contemplative.
That's an ancestry.
Okay.
Yes.
So there are a lot of those here, and there's a lot of I'm going to roll a skill for finding out more specifics about the scale of the planet. Survival. Yeah. Got a 9. Is it a big or a small rock that James sees out the window?
I mean, small is all in the eyes of the beholder. So
Is it bigger or smaller than Earth? Let's put it that way.
It's about. Let me think. About 3/4 Earth.
3/4 Earth?
Yeah. It's slightly smaller, but it's not like, oh, hey, it's really fucking tiny, like the moon. So.
To be fair, our moon is one of the largest in our solar system, so that'd still be pretty big.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but it's not that small.
James says, so a bunch of brainiacs working on something that the Vesk are after. Reeve, do you know anything about corporate sabotage?
Not in particular, but given what's been going on, I've been looking into researching it in my downtime.
Well, what I think we might be able to do to get some leverage on both finding the captain and getting him hand delivered to us is a little bit of corporate espionage and corporate sabotage.
I see. Well, espionage is something that I am skilled at in general. Corporate, is there anything that you can fill me in about how we should go about this?
Well, I do have a bit of a corpo background. In particular, the reason I'm trying to get you in on this is you seem like the kind of person who can more reliably keep their mouth shut. I've been having problems. Yes, and I've been having a problem with keeping my mouth shut selectively since the bullet in my head. So I figured that I could, give you some idea of what might be what they're after here, but even then I'm sort of struggling to think about what they could be after in the boonies of all places. That is a 22.
Clue me into the situation. There's something weird going on here. I'm getting some strange vibes, but I can't exactly put my finger on it. Something just feels off, but that's all that I can really sense about this.
Carl, with a 22 on corporate lore, what do I get the feeling they might be after in this area?
So it seems as if this planet isn't in a good strike range for any further Vex expansion. However, it seems as if it might be a good planet to do some discrete testing of various sorts.
We talking weapons of a chemical or biological nature, aren't we?
Oh no, we might have to go there and find out for ourselves.
It could potentially be along that vein at the bare minimum, yes.
Okay.
Now, well, whether or not it is or is not, though, that'll be up to you to find out.
I mean, James turns to Reeve and he says, probably weapons testing of some kind. And with how far out it is from their normal system's reach, probably, my gut's telling me of a more illicit nature. The Vesk aren't exactly known for following treaties and conventions when it comes to warfare.
Wow, so racist.
Welcome to Space Canada.
So, well, espionage about it. I'd find out where they were holding them and what their plans are. That'd be a good starting point.
Indeed. So on top of what James is telling Reeve there, James is going to go over to Marcus and
so do you want me to go in loud or do you want me to go in really loud?
I actually, Marcus, there's a chance we're dealing with chemical or biological weapons. Let's stay away from explosives unless necessary.
Aw.
Hey, do you want another COVID-44 pandemic?
I know.
Oh my god.
Okay. I mean, I'll be
Sweet
fine,
Jesus.
but I forget you fucks.
Yes, unfortunately,
Anyway.
I am
Alright.
still flesh.
Yeah.
And while
anyway.
we're around the area where they may be held, I will switch my arc emitter to standard fire instead of spread.
Yep.
Or rather, focus fire instead of standard, I should say.
I'll go melee if we
So-
get to that area.
So how far away are we from the laboratory, Carl?
You're still in orbit.
Oh, we're still in orbit. Okay.
Now, mind you, you have multiple ways to get down to the surface, so you can choose whatever means you deem necessary. But definitely,
How far
come
away
up
do we
with a
want to be,
plan.
guys?
Marcus says,
So,
honestly, we should get invited into the facility, so we should be at the biggest place but nearby to the facility. So, like, we shouldn't be... Why would we want to be invited? I mean, would you rather break into a complex government security organization?
Why would they invite us in the first place?
I agree with Matt. The easiest way would be to find some way that we could just simply knock.
James looks at you, Marcus, and he says, I convinced people to come to an obvious trap unarmed, and you don't think I can get us into a weapons facility?
Wait, I mean, James, sorry. You remind me of an old friend. I apologize.
Honestly, the name sounds familiar, but I can't place it.
Anyways.
Can't blame you.
So, where's the nearest town that's in the area, Carl?
Nearest town, due to the current position of the planet.
No, near the weapons factories.
Or what are the people are doing? Because we don't know it's a weapons factory.
Yeah. James thinks it's a weapons factory, so I'm pretending it is too.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Anyways.
Let me think. It would be about 15 miles outside of the closest facility to you currently.
All right. It gives us a way to get there in a way that's kind of stealthy then. At least they won't know we're coming. Point is, we can land somewhere that's far away from them. They're not going to think anything suspicious of us, at least. It's not like we're landing near them.
So we should probably take the transport ship, though, because the idea of landing and he just motions his arms up and spreading them out with this, yeah, don't think there's a chance in hell they'll let us do that.
We're not landing at the factory. We're landing in a town.
15 miles away with this big ass ship. Still think we should take the transport.
Oh, you mean the transport ship we have on this?
Yeah,
on this ship, you mean?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. All right, I need to do his voice. Well, I can try. As I can get that thing calibrated, anyways. So.
You say cue in your inner yeehaw, Will.
I'm not really going for a southern voice. Oddly enough.
Speaking of which,
So.
I have an idea. And James walks over to Iritris.
No, God. Uh-huh.
And
So from what I sorry, go ahead, Matt.
James
I'm an idiot.
says, if we do find enough clues that this is a weapons factory of an illicit nature, we would want to probably mask ourselves as trying to buy some of it and see the facilities it's being made in. And he points towards Iratus. This would be the perfect person to be our main buyer.
She like squints at you, and she like sighs to it. What do you mean?
And James says, well, that is what I mean, actually. The fact she doesn't talk too much means that there's plausible deniability for us when we are speaking out of turn for them, or in turn for them.
You don't even know if they're selling a weapon, let alone if they are researching weapons or something worse.
I mean, I think it's a good enough idea, and at the same time, you're telling me that a mute arms a mute person from another warrior kind of people wouldn't be wanting to try to buy weapons and wouldn't have bodyguards who are a bit louder than them. Makes sense.
That's not the problem I have with it.
Tomato to massacre.
Either way, I'm gonna take my super handy dandy big stupid technological binoculars, and I'm gonna take those with me. And wow, let's see. Well, I can't do anything with those until we get down on the surface. So, does anybody figured out what they are gonna grab? And do we have any other plans, or should we just go down to the surface at this point?
Well, we've still yet to run this by ticket, so.
So, can you run the exact information that I got from the check, Carl? Well, I know that those guys are here researching something. But what do we know about this planet specifically? Is my question.
The planet itself seems to be kind of a desert oasis vibe. It'd be a perfect place for you to do some off the grid shit without people poking and prodding too much, since there's really no environment to speak of, and any environmental people would be like, meh, whatever.
Is there anything specific they would be on this particular planet for, other than it's just remote? Is there anything there might be specifically here that they would want?
Well, hey, I think I have an answer for that if I may interject. Matt asked me, James asked me to run intelligence on this operation. So what I'm thinking might be a good way to infiltrate would be, in fact, if we were to find out, since this is a desert planet and they have an oasis as where their main town is, they must always need a new source of water. Why don't we find out where the next shipment is coming from, get our own source of fresh water that is of similar quality to what it would be, and pose as the people delivering it as a way to get onto the planet without arousing suspicion?
I think we'd be able to get on the planet without suspicion, but getting to the factory would arouse. We can use the excuse of delivering water to them to get to the factory.
Correct.
Honestly, yeah, that's a bit smarter than what I was doing, says James.
And it doesn't matter what they're doing, but that's
You say above board, I just love how this is probably just going to be in character each time that anytime Reeve mistakenly calls James Matt, is just going to be a counter of just how many times he calls him Matt.
It's a running gag given his backstory.
Someone has to do that in post now.
Above board. It's a running gag given his backstory.
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
Anyway,
Honestly,
but yes, we can use. Yes, we can use this goober, and he grabs James's by his like coat, and just like this goober to freaking to silver tongue to get us to impersonate them. I don't know
Hey.
how he keeps doing it, but he keeps doing it.
I resent you calling it a silver tongue. I had a silver spoon, thank you. Oh wait,
Iris just
silver
has,
tongue
like, the most
means good at
dumbfounded look on her
talking.
face.
Right. Yeah, never mind. I resent being called a goober, though.
Personally, I love gold.
Iris just has the most dumbfounded look on her face.
Yeah, sorry. Marcus is just kind of dumbfounded entirely. He's like, "Don't make me regret complimenting you."
James says, I mean, you're gonna regret complimenting me regardless of what I say or do. At least I might as well earn
Yeah, but
it.
don't make me regret it more.
Got it. Anyways, should we just tell ticket or should we just take the transport?
We can tell them. I mean, might as well.
Right, but we might also want to give them plausible deniability.
Would that actually matter? I'm just thinking.
Well, I mean, if we take the ship, like we've been ordered to get info, if we take the ship without telling her our plan, then she could say, I had no idea they were going to do something so dumb if we get caught.
She could say that even if she didn't know.
Fair point, let's go.
So I'm making a society check with card. I'm assuming it won't matter too much.
So she did tell you before that everything was at your disposal. And knowing the Vesk and their purported brutality, you wouldn't be surprised if intense mind probing might be part of their interrogation tactics. So
that wasn't what I was asking, but okay.
I think what he's trying to say is not telling her would give her more likelihood to have plausible deniability.
But yes,
yeah.
no, that does answer my question. So I guess we shouldn't tell her.
Wait, James looks at you and is like, "You're saying I was right? Okay, fuck it, let's go."
Yeah, I know. I hate that you're right. Anyways.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Iris sides at Marcus. You walked into that one.
And James pokes his head out from the shuttle and says, like a good old rake in the fall, and puts his head back in.
Iris just audibly sighs.
James looks to Reeve and says, "Hey, Reeve, you want to pilot this? Not that anyone else can't pilot it, but you seem to be the most deft in this field at the very least."
Well, hopefully my skills transferred over from where I came from. I haven't piloted a ship in a long while. Haven't had the money for my own. But let's see what I got. Let's see if I got my OG's chops. Don't mind
all else
me.
fails.
I'm just...
All else fails. I'll also roll.
You could roll to aid, or as we like to call it, backseat drive.
Yeah.
That would be helpful.
I had literally just signing. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we
Nice
there
little
yet?
refresher course. Anyway, shall
God.
we?
Yep.
Yeah, let's shall we use a hero point on that? Thank you.
Oh God. No,
The campaign hasn't even been going on for an hour yet.
Hold on.
I'm down to 0. Hopefully I don't die.
I'm rolling that piloting. I'm gonna assist this man. God, no. No. We're not doing it this way.
Congratulations, you gave him a +1.
No, she gave him a minus
no.
one. She asked, it's a DC 20 check to aid, remember?
Oh, right.
Ugh.
No, sorry. I thought the roll after was her roll.
No.
Nope.
So, Silver,
Nope, that
you might
was-
also want to use a hero. Well, actually, is a 20 enough to get us down?
No,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. Don't worry. No, at this point, she's just backseat driving, and he's messing up his piloting. It's perfect.
She's like the one person in the other seat that you're driving with them for the first time, and she's like running her foot into the
Wait,
floor trying to
I
hit
just
the brakes, but there's
realized
no brakes on the
something.
passenger side.
I just realized something. Isn't one of the roles in like the flight being able to like help people with like diplomacy and intimidation? Or was that a Starfinder 1 thing? No, that
I
was
don't know,
space
that might be-
combats. That's space combats.
That's ship combat.
Yeah.
That.
This is not yet ship combat. There will be a time and place for that, just not right now.
So do we get there
Hey.
fine?
Yes.
Okay, Carl.
Get there fine.
Time for me to be a dick. What's the name of this planet? This city.
Okay.
Carthu.
Mossberg. No.
Was that me or you that came up with
fuck, we're in
Mossberg?
Utah.
You came up with
Nah,
Mossberg.
fuck, we're in Utah.
Well, I also came up with Rotterdam because I didn't know that was an actual real-world city for a while, so yeah.
I'm over here just saying, fuck, we're in Utah.
Wait, Carthu?
Mm-hmm.
Get the salt.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to make the sea bear circle.
No. Carthu Delonda Est. Carthu Delonda Est.
Oh,
Well, that's what my great-great-grandfather always said. His name was Cato. Carthu Delonda Est. Lewis, please tell me you at least know what I'm quoting.
The
Is this
DM
for one?
society check to be able to make a snide remark with him aiding me as what it is above board. Because I don't get the reference personally.
Let me just give you a hint. I'm on a Roman kick. Cato the Elder.
I'm pretty sure is unfortunately a miss.
Yeah. I'm making a joke
Reeve is
about
literally
Cato the
someone who
Elder.
came from another planet to another planet to
Just
another
say for
planet.
once a quote nobody understands.
He legit doesn't know shit about Rome. And it's because he jumped from time frames to across dimensions essentially to end up in the place where he was with Zeros, where he initially met him, and then started crossing with him. He never experienced any
It'd be
point where
kind
he
of funny
lived
if
on
I
Earth to have
rolled.
to learn Roman history, ever. Would not know.
Actually, not fuck. I'm gonna roll to see if I understand this or not. It'd be funny. Just for the shits and giggles, let's roll it out. Oh my god.
Silver, I've showed you Carthage fries memes before. I know I've shown you Carthage fries memes.
Maybe.
It's the fries that are just bathing in salt. Oh my!
I might know. I might know what you're talking about. It's just been a while. I don't usually remember too much.
Hannibal. Let's move on.
Giving Matt a headache not understanding his quote memes.
It's like Cato the Elder, the hero of the public,
Oh my God.
of the Republic. He stopped the Cataline conspiracy.
Matt crashing out.
Nemo understands this content. Okay, let's get going. Do you know what that means in Latin? It means nobody.
Yes.
Yep.
Friend of mine said that was the name for Evermore once. You know, good friend. Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
sorry, Matt. We're all a little uncultured here in this VC. Anyway.
The Carthage fries
That was
jokes
in
are
character,
funny.
by the way.
Yeah. The Carthage fries jokes are funny. I'm gonna find one of those.
Hooray!
But yes. But my question really was: there anything specific on this planet they might be looking for?
I don't know, Will. You haven't made a
Okay.
roll for that.
No, he did.
Thought I did.
He did, but no, Will, we did, and you were vague about it. So I don't know means let's find out in that instance.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Also,
Let's go.
there is Carthaginian fries meme for you. I don't have to show the audience. They'll know.
Oh God. Looking
God,
at that
that's so
fucking
much
bowl.
salt.
Looking at that. Looking at
Yes,
that fucking
because
plate just makes
Rome
me,
fought
like, shrivel.
3 wars with them, and then after the 3rd war, they're just like, nope, we're just gonna salt the earth so they can never live in this area of the world again. Ugh.
You know,
Jokes on them.
I looked at that.
They
I
treat
looked at that
fries like
fucking
I
plate
treat-
of fries. I looked at that fucking plate of fries, and I felt my mouth like physically feel like it just got dry as fucking hell. I need to drink water now.
They treat their fries like I treat my pizza rolls with a Parmesan can. I douse
They treat
those
they
bitches.
treat their fries like everyone. They treat their fries like everybody does their fucking nachos. They drown it in fucking cheese.
They treat their fries like people treat political opponents when they get mad. Just so much salt.
No, it was fine before you brought in the politics, man.
First of
No.
all, it's a Carthage joke. That's inherently political.
Oh, still my point.
How
Well-
big is this city?
Good question. Trying to get relative scaling. I'd say probably
I've
about the
noticed at
size of
least
Manhattan.
So
I've
it's
noticed at least every now and then we always end up mentioning politics somewhere during session. The few times that we did, I've noticed.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of political stuff going on in the background, so that ain't gonna stop anytime soon. Anyways,
Also, I met a lot of these people through political circles, so yeah.
Anywho, let's see.
you were about to say something, Matt?
I said that I met a lot of these people through the political circles, so yeah, politics is
No,
gonna be inescapable.
Before that, about the Manhattan thing.
I was just gonna say, so it's a big city next to a big body of water. In the middle of the fucking desert. Are there casinos?
Of course, you're actively searching for it. Well, I made sure to have my prop ready just in case you had that question.
No, I'm saying this is motherfucking Vegas. That's what I'm saying. This is like Mega Vegas.
Mega Vegas, indeed. Yes. You can clearly see there's a sign like 5 blocks down that's for a gambling hole. You can tell because it has 2 gigantic poker chips.
Nothing like the smell of fresh desert air and gambling.
You know, honestly, yeah, I can agree with that. That is a statement I can relate to.
Yep.
Nothing like the smell of desert sand in the sand air.
I don't like sand. It gets
And when
everywhere.
you hit it big, it's like a river.
It gets in your joints.
But sometimes, cooled up water
Especially
is all
the
you need.
joints.
You gotta clear your head of anger and greed. Anyway,
So, I'm assuming we get to town, right?
Yep. I mean, you had to park relatively close to town, so it's not that far.
James looks at all of you and says, "So, I have a proposition for you.
what is it, James?
Let me take a bit of a back seat here. I want to test a theory at the moment.
And what might that be?
Guess. Trust me, I have a reason for doing this, but I would like you all to come up with the big ideas while we're here at the moment for a good reason. And if I say what the reason is, it'll make me sound like a conspiracy theorist, but god damn it, I actually think I'm right on this one.
One moment, let me think above board. If anyone else has anything that they'd like to mention in response to that, please go ahead. But I do have something to reply to that before we would go forward.
No.
Iris doesn't know things very well to begin with, so she probably wouldn't know what the hell to really think of.
James pulls out from his satchel a tinfoil hat, puts it on his head, and his eyes sort of roll back.
Oh my god. Not the tinfoil hat conspiracy.
Which one?
And his eyes roll all the way back, all the way to the front, and they're blue, and he says, "Sorry, I had to put on what acts as a Faraday cage for my head. Okay, let's go."
Fair enough.
Okay. So,
Artris is just
way,
staring with, like, squinting. It's like, what the fuck just happened?
With what I know about
So-
James' background currently, what conspiracy might he have about him being here, about why he shouldn't have a public face? I know this is probably going to be a tough roll, but I'm going to try to roll on it.
If you asked, he'd honestly just tell you.
To be fair. Yeah. I turn over to James. I got no clue. You asked me to guess. I don't know. What are you worried about here?
So, if they aren't working on weapons, then it's a big tech thing, because it's the desert. It's a desert planet, meaning there's probably a lot of rare earth minerals here, and they're making computer chips or something like that. Because a lot of things need computer chips. My father's company is a networking company. So if they are here actively working on projects, then me not being in the Faraday cage and also me being a public face here is more likely to get a shot than anything else. So if we don't get anywhere, then I'll take it off. But if we do get somewhere and it is computer chip related or network equipment related, or communications equipment related, then it's a good thing that I don't be the public face on this one.
Wait a second. Rare earth minerals, bioweapon materials,
Yeah,
bioweapons, computer. Wait a second.
they could also be making a logic bomb.
An hour has passed since the start of this. I want to roll my last hero point on that to figure out whether or not I can take an accurate guess.
Okay.
My guess above board would be that now I'm not sure what information you're going to give me. That they're making a part for a weapon here, given that information, specifically a battery of some sort, whether it be biomechanical, mechanical, or just a outright large capacity battery for it.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
But what information does my knowledge of computers discern further beyond that?
That you aren't entirely correct.
I see. So my first guess is
While there
wrong.
might be things for it, yes. It's more likely that there's, yes, multiple components, but they aren't necessarily being used in the same apparatus.
Either way, I think we got to go to the factory. So I'm gonna
Let's-
go. Let's go find the water
Okay.
for the delivery.
I had to mute for a second because my mother poked in.
I
I am
turn
here.
over to I turn to James.
back.
I just figured out something. This is just one of many places in this area, in this system, where the parts for these weapons are being made, and they're not all assembled in the same place. These guys have really good OPSEC, but if we can cripple our operation here, we'll get a major foothold towards stopping them altogether.
Yes. Now,
What was
time for me to make a typical James-esque idea decision for gathering info.
Oh boy.
Hey, you guys joke about this, but this is a corpo's
Pants are you getting
nightmare.
into now?
No. Well, yes,
I'm
we are.
rolling side check to figure out where the water delivery stuff is.
James is going to roll a corporate lore check. Is like he is trying to find the place that is seedy, but business people are likely to go to.
Whose pants are you getting into now?
The question is he going to have an exact repeat of last time? So Will, just thinking about it, it's likely that he got some sort of water extraction device at the lake. Probably have a little refinery so that it can get rid of any contaminants and filter out all the bad stuff before being.
Yeah, I was trying to just
distributed.
figure out where it is so we can head there.
Also,
More
probably
likely
heavily guarded.
Lakeside. Yes.
I'm not trying to attack the water plant.
Also, Matt, literal repeat of last time.
Strip club or casino or both.
Casino.
Yes.
Mm,
What
See, I
better
for sure
way of getting
should have
people
brought-
to talk
brought
than over a
cauliflower
game
to
of
reinforce,
cards and
James.
wits?
James is like, look, the water treatment facility, if you know where it is, probably also very heavily guarded. If we walk up to it and he looks at you and says, do I even need to explain how heavily armored and armed you are, or can we just move on past that point and try and get an invite to that place so that we can sneak in, get the keys and everything we need to get into the other factory for delivering water?
Asking for an invite might rouse suspicion. If you don't succeed in getting the invite, we're tipping them off to us showing up.
Hey, look, Faraday cage is on my brain. I'm not going to be as blunt as I normally am in this circumstance.
That's not how a Faraday cage works.
Well, I don't know, man. It's just a tinfoil hat, and it acts like that to me. I can't.
That's not how a Faraday cage works.
Yeah.
Reeve, hold on. Hold on. 1 second. Reeve, passively, just over to Marcus without, James being able to notice, effectively DMs Marcus. Boy, do you know what a placebo effect is? You should stop now, bud. We got this. Come on, let him do his thing.
Well, Faraday cage blocks radio signals and other signals.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
it's-
think part of the reason why I can't shut up is because my head is receptive to radio signals.
But no, here's the thing, Lewis. My character actually is a network android, so you can literally DM him in his head.
Yes, that's why he did that. He's
Yes.
DMing him that it's probably a placebo effect, but if it works, and we should roll with it.
Fine, whatever.
Noted. By the way, if you ever need my attention like this, just signal to me. I can do this at any given point if I have a moment between each time I do.
I thought I already gave everybody earpieces.
Oh, I mean, just without people being able to hear it over comms by interfering or even hacking into them. Just directly between you
Because
and me,
I don't think
almost
he
like
did.
telepathy.
Got it.
I was gonna say I don't think he did mention it, but
My character's a tech priest.
Oh, you're a tech priest. Okay. Fair enough. But yes, I chose network android so I can hack things without even needing my hands.
James looks at Iratrice and gives Iratrice trying to see what he would have to give here that would make sense in this moment. He gives Iratrice a pair of one of his pairs of manacles. And he says to Iratrice, "Don't use them until I give you the signal. I will not tell you what the signal is in advance. You'll know. Also, use them on me when I give the signal, not the person I'm talking to."
Signal is going to be caca.
I'm not giving you the signal in advance. You'll know when it happens.
she just looks at you, and just looks at the thing you gave her, and then just looks back at you again. It's like she just has like that look on her face.
He DMs Lewis. This will definitely go well.
Trust me. Hold on. Wait a second. Let me head into town first. I got a way to make it so that this is a little less obvious.
Yeah.
DM,
So
above
you're
board, can I
giving
take a
the
moment
job
during
of doing.
minutes of downtime as the person who is asked to manage intelligence to go and buy a hooded cowl to cover James's Faraday cage before we go anywhere where there would be a lot of people.
Yeah, because now he's
Yeah.
James, because
yeah,
now you
I'll
look
allow it.
conspicuous.
Yeah, don't worry. You don't need to tell him that on board. I got this.
I mean, I already look conspicuous. There's nothing I can do about that. Like, 8-foot tall android with like a third arm.
Wait. Before you do that, James is like, "Oh, wait." And he like feels on his head. "Oh, I know I was missing something." He goes back into his head and he puts on a cowboy's hat that perfectly covers the tinfoil hat. There we go.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
Reeve gives James a thumbs up. Great. Now you got a proper
course you got
disguise that they won't be able to take away
Gonna say,
your Faraday.
Everybody's just
I
trying
should
to put on
mention,
like.
Carl, I am wearing a helmet.
Mm-hmm.
My face is
Everybody's
covered.
putting on like hats and fake mustaches and bullshit here, and then you just have Iratrice who she just is just standing there like, I don't
Oh.
know exactly what the hell we're doing with these disguises, but I think I look fine enough that I think I'll be good.
Oh yeah, no, you're not what I'm worried about. James is actually going to use his disguise kit, an expert in deception, to put a bit of makeup on to make his complexion a bit paler than usual.
Mm,
Yeah, no, we're gonna reroll that. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Above board, Reeve, for what it's worth, isn't changing much about his outfit or disguise currently. However, I am looking for a way to disguise
Whiskers, if you
myself
come up
as
here,
the
you
employees
got
of
to
the
stay out of the
facility
way.
that we're infiltrating, while still keeping my HUD and my gloves that allow me to communicate with my electronic
You can
device.
come up here, but stay out of things.
Also, James is only doing this because, yeah, no, he does think that this is a place that he remembers for whatever reason, and he does not like that. To the casino!
I have
casino.
a
Go
cheese loaf on
gambling.
my lap.
Mhm.
I have a cheese loaf. And he won't sit still.
What's the casino like, Carl?
So it's not too big.
No.
But,
Whiskers.
you have the feeling that it's more. Stop it. You have a feeling that this establishment is not the. It doesn't see as much traffic as the previous casino that you were at. While there are plenty of different options, there aren't as many in number of those options. So instead of having like an entire section dedicated to slot machines, there's only like 6 slot machines.
GM above board. Reeve takes a closer examination of his surroundings and notices. Well, what does he notice? Does he notice the same with his perception? Where's my perception? Here we go. I'm out of hero points. We roll with it. What does Reeve notice?
Hey, better yet, what does James notice as well? Because James is looking for a bar in particular, like a noticeable area with people where people are being sort. He has a plan for once.
Mhm.
What do they both notice? I'll roll mine after.
So, with a natural 1, every screen on a slot machine is showing the face of the devil. You don't know why. Matt, yes, there is a bar in the corner. You also see that there is a single table of basically every normal casino game. So roulette, blackjack, Texas Hold'em,
What the fuck is a Texas?
the opposite of
God.
Space Florida.
Oh.
Okay.
Skill check. Given Reeve's background and that he knew zeros from a previous timeline, and this is not a reflection of him, which devil? Oh, even better. Which devil does he see in it?
What devil does he see in it? I want to say Asmodeus.
Oh man, it's Zeros' boss's boss on the machine. I wonder, is this a sign from below? He'd say it would be. Does the machine take credits?
Yeah.
How many credits do I have left?
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
I'm sorry if this is derailing things. I'm so sorry, but Reeve would
gonna roll to
absolutely
see.
go for this.
Let's go gambling!
Yes,
No.
yes. I have
Okay,
363 credits. Hold on a second.
You see him currently about to go to a clown faced screen.
By the way,
As if it were
James is gonna
as
walk
if it
over to the
were,
bar, and then as
right.
he's sitting down, he said, "Hey, leave at least 1 credit," and taps him on the shoulder. In a very weird way, too. It's sort of like a light tap on the shoulder, and he whispers in your ear, "Leave 1 credit." Light tap on the shoulder with 2 fingers, and walks past.
So Reeve has, if I have a moment, 363 credits left. And
Mhm.
he is going to spend exactly 100 gambling.
God.
All right. Unfortunately, I don't have a slot machine
Let's
prop.
go gambling. Oh, dang it.
Well, we can
But,
always do high or low.
Yes, it will definitely be a high or low in this scenario.
Ace is
I
high.
was gonna say. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Also, I believe we should be going above 75 for high and below 25 for low in this instance. So,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
I'm pretty. If he's playing poker, wouldn't it be deception?
No, he's
It's a
playing
slot
slots.
No, he's playing slots.
Playing slots. Never mind.
It was a 93, Carl.
Yep, which
Carl.
means you won, and then I'm actually going to go ahead and roll another one myself. 138% of what you put in there, so you got another 38 credits.
Is 38 credits enough to buy everyone here a meal and drink in the room currently? That's of average price.
As in everyone,
How many people are in the room?
like other than you guys, like 5 or 6 patrons plus staff.
I think he's talking about the patrons.
Yes, the patrons.
Okay, so 5 or 6 additionals.
Yep.
Besides
Remember,
you guys.
Carl, Ace.
So,
Also, please let
square-
Silver speak after
Oh,
this.
yes. Yeah.
She's looking to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say before we went too much further into that I was going to ask at least what all I was seeing looking around the place, and then everything started to go.
Yeah.
Because
So
all I got
you're-
was that Reeve was going to gamble. That's all I heard.
Yeah. You saw him going to a clown-faced or a clown on a screen, which is clearly the slots, as if it were like some old friend of his, and you aren't sure exactly why. You're also able to see a couple of the patrons seem to be gathering around the roulette wheel right now, and a couple of the other ones are playing Hold'em on the side.
Hey, Carl.
Okay.
I
Mhm.
want to inspect the legs of that roulette table.
The legs of the roulette table. All right.
Yes. Which one weighs heaviest?
Which leg is heaviest?
Well, with casinos, they're on carpet, and carpet is not created equal. So one of these will eventually sag in.
Okay. So what you're doing is you're looking at the base of the legs to see which one has a bigger indent. Is
Mm-hmm.
what you're
Yep.
saying. It seems like one of the far ones near where the actual betting board is, particularly over by the one on the betting board.
Okay.
So it'd be if the roulette wheel is directly in front of you, it would be the back left corner.
Okay, now James would like to pull out his data pad, and he'd like to do a calculation to determine which numbers might come up more with that particular information. That's a 14.
Okay. Considering it's on the far side of the table, you have no idea if it's going to be if it's going to affect it as much as you would think. Like if it were like a close side one, then yes, there would definitely be a skew. But also you then realize as you're done putting in this that it's a roulette wheel, my guy. It's going to spin around and around in a circle, so it's more dependent on the tilt of the actual roulette wheel.
Mm-hmm. Where's the roulette wheel sits on the table, right?
Yes,
So
it sits on the table, but the cant of the table, because it's on the far side, means that there's barely anywhere the actual roulette wheel is.
right. So there's more. There's still an angle, is what I'm saying. But
Very, very, very minuscule, and it seems like it won't affect your odds.
okay, then one final thing. I would like to see. I would like to sense motive and get a bit of a better idea of the history of, or sort of the mindset of the person at the roulette wheel who's throwing the ball in.
Okay. I don't know, man. They're just there for a job.
Do they have
They-
experience? Because if they do, they can sort of game this a little.
It seems like they based on the look, if they have been here far too long and they just want to go home, they are interested in that right now.
So
Just like
Oh,
their own balls,
they do
man.
have an air of experience, at least making sure that everything is equal, if you will, because
DM is
they
there.
definitely have a I don't really give a if you guys win or lose. I just want to get my paycheck and leave.
DM, if I may. Is there any chance that you
Yes.
could give me the total cost of the average meal between the people here, including the patrons and the staff? What would that be? For food and drinks.
So
Matt, you
a
were saying
square
something about
meal
square
is a
meal?
silver piece in Pathfinder setting, and a credit is a silver. And I believe a flagon of beer is about 9 copper.
Okay.
So how many people are in the
say
establishment total?
2 credits per, right?
Yeah,
Or
about
is it
2
six?
credits per.
2 credits per. So 2 credits per 12, 24. You could buy everybody, including the party, full square and a flagon for 32.
Excellent. I'm gonna go ahead and go minus 2 credits total after my winnings are added, the 30, and do so.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna go chat up the pit boss while
Well,
James
it
is
was
trying
30.
to
It was
pull out his
38 you
phone.
won.
Oh, 38? Okay, so I gained
Yeah.
6. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go chat up the pit boss for idle chatter while people are doing their things while I go ahead and eat.
All right.
James is going to bet a single credit on black on the roulette wheel.
So this is where I gotta say, let's go gambling, because as I posted in the chat, I now have a roulette wheel.
Where did you post that in the chat?
Oh, I posted it in the nihil thing.
But
That was last weekend.
is it something we can see?
Yes, in fact, I can actually go ahead and bring it out of the container it is in. And then I'll have to figure out exactly how to do this, but
Reeve, after paying for everyone's meal and drink, has exactly 369 credits after his winnings.
Nice.
He's feeling in a good mood, and that is indeed nice. But please continue with everybody else's stuff.
nice.
Wait,
Very nice.
there's no colors on that one, Carl.
There isn't, but I looked up the actual an actual roulette wheel or a roulette board. So what's going to be is exactly as a regular thing. So you'll have odds being 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 are red, and then 12, 14, 16, 18, and 19 are red. So you will be going for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 13, 15, 17, or 20.
I was sort of hoping that I could game this a little, but okay, let's roll. Like, I was hoping for a skill check here of some kind.
Now, here's the thing. You could go ahead and roll. You could go ahead and roll your skill check if you wish. But I do want to use my prop. For love of God, please let me use my prop.
Okay, you can use it, but I am going to try and get him to release the ball at a particular time, so I'm going to say something shocking to him. It's going to be a complete guess on him, but I'm going to say, hey, does he have a name tag?
Jerry.
Hey, Jerry, how are the
We're
wife
getting-
and
we're-
kids? Because last time
we're
I
getting-
heard the
we're
pit
getting
boss
Carl
had quite a
Cam.
word with you.
He looks very uncomfortable when you say that.
Okay, Jerry, go ahead. Drop the ball.
You ready?
Yep.
Let's go gambling. That is a 6, my guy.
Is that a
That is
success?
black.
Wonderful.
I love this thing.
And James says to Jerry, "Hey, man, you gotta keep your mind on things. Otherwise, the pit boss might have more than a couple of words with you, and he's gonna lay a bit thicker into with that. And he's gonna set a little stage that he's a little undercover op for the pit boss here, and he's trying to tilt his head a little.
Hmm.
That is a 29.
Ooh, okay. He gives you keeps rolling the roulette wheel. It just gives you that look of what the fuck do you want?
And James is going to ask him, like, look, we both know why I'm here. Let's cut the chit chat, okay? Let's go over to the bar and have a drink. Pit boss wants you to have a break at the moment. He feels you're losing a bit too much.
And he just goes ahead and leaves it, and declares that he's going to go ahead and go on break as the last spin before break just forever spins.
And he'll go over to the bar and wait for him to come to James.
All right.
And James is sort of also James is going to sort of motion to Iris to come over.
You know, I was gonna say she probably would have gone over anyway to see what kind of drinks were there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wonderful! You're already so. Then he walks in before the roulette guy is like, "All right, wonderful. You're already here. Okay, now I'm going to tell you what the signal is." And James whispers in your ear, "The moment this guy says he's been cheating on his wife and he doesn't care, handcuff me. And say I'm under arrest for suspicion of rigging gambling. And you can't sign it. You gotta actually say it."
Mm-hmm. So she just kind of looks at you, just like, all right, and she like shuffles seats, kind of sit a little further away, just kind of like, you know, act as if she's just waiting, for the most part.
All right. So, with the stages set,
All right. So,
Yes, James has his play set here.
mm-hmm.
And I believe Zeros wanted to talk to the pit boss, so let's have him do that first.
All right.
Yeah, too. I was gonna say real quick, isn't it what she has to do is like, what was it that the whole thing he'd be arrested for suspected
Game tampering.
rigging? Okay.
Deception. Reeve proceeds to imitate a dialect that is not his natural one.
All right.
Since we're out of the boonies, he's going to use a more colloquially appropriate approach. Oof. This is gonna
Big.
sound awkward as all fuck. Yeah. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. We already held up. Well, no, things went on, but I gotta actually think of how I'm gonna sound like this. How I'm gonna roleplay this. If somebody
Do
else
you
wants
want
to
us
do
to
something
go on
real quick,
break?
you can. Yeah, we can go on break real quick because this is gonna be
It's
bad for that
it's about
deception
time
roll.
for us to go ahead and
Yeah.
have our little break, anyways.
Yep, we'll be right back. Back.
All right. So, now it's a matter of, have you gotten the accent you want, Yuki?
One moment. I'm doing a trade in the game. And then I will log out of this game completely.
To be fair, we are on break.
Yes,
Yep.
I was expecting to have about another 2 minutes because people were eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've been off for a good chunk too, so it's been over 10
Yeah.
minutes. My goodness. Vesk 55, huh? That tracks. Baseball, huh?
Just say real quick, Carl, I have something to send you.
Oh boy.
Share it with the class, Bart.
Okay, fine. I'll throw it into the voice chat text.
No, Into the Stars of Nihil.
Okay, fine. I'll go into the stars of Nihil.
Yeah, the only reason I don't get rid of that is because
Damn.
we have shit in there.
There you go. It's in the stars of Nihil.
Thank you.
This is a really if I fits I sits moment.
Sounds about right.
Hey Matt,
Yeah.
do you want to see a fucking post that hits different?
Sure.
I'll post it into the Nihil chat too, but this should kind of hit different on my end. Just thinking about it, it's like holy shit, man. How are you supposed to respond to that?
You don't.
I concur
Okay.
with your statement. I am indeed of money. I'm indeed in need of money. Guys, it's like it's not that hard to say a sentence without the letter A. It's very simple, actually. It's go fuck yourself.
F yourself, flopper knocker.
Like, people think they're being clever, but, like, just to quote this, answer without using yes, yeah, yup, absolutely, of course, or sure. And the question is, do you need money? And to which the answer is, I concur. I am indeed in need of money, as I have a bit of debt to pay off. There we go.
Or, you know what you could also just say?
Indubitably.
That,
Oh.
or always.
No, always makes me sound poor, which I'm not poor.
But is it wrong?
Yes, I don't always need money. Well, I mean, I don't always need more money than I currently have.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need money? Indubitably, yes.
I'm ready whenever.
All right.
Oh, or I could go Magic 8 Ball and say, it has been decided.
That or you go with the simplest thing of I do.
Or you could go even simpler,
always-
give
Could always
me,
go that route too.
or gimme.
Gib. Just
Okay.
even some more simpler. Gib.
Yeah, I was gonna say The
Or-
caveman response.
Or we could go even better. Thumbs up emoji. That is a
Oh,
legally binding.
God.
That is a legally binding thing in Canada. So yes, that is an answer.
Wow.
Someone drew this little chunky bunny character that said, "Ew, I stepped in shit." Looks at their foot. Gen AI on their foot.
Damn. Shots fired.
Okay, let's get back to Lewis.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
go for it.
go.
Go.
Above board,
Squire.
before we begin, Reeve will be speaking in an accent from the planet of Motavia, which is from his original
Oh,
dimension
God.
that he called home, which is a desert planet similar to the
Space Texas.
biome on Vesk 4 over there that this is in. However, it is in a completely different dimension, so far away that you couldn't reach it by ship standardly. You would have to use a gate. Also, he is not natively from Motavia. To a native Motavian, his accent from this planet sounds like shit.
So he's from
All right.
Washington.
So Reeve goes ahead after buying everyone the food and drinks, pulls up to the table with the pit boss as he sits down to eat it. Hi there. My name's Reeve Trinity. And you?
So before you is a contemplative. You can't tell age because how can you tell age when the face is basically a gigantic cough brain?
How many wrinkles do they
explained it.
have?
Plus, what?
Brains are they?
Yeah,
Above board, is this
what-
description taking my character's passive perception of what is it?
10 plus
Passive
number.
perception of 15 into account. I would like to bring that up and then just let you continue. Sorry.
It's fine. This contemplative turns towards you, floating as they do. I see. Greetings, young one. To what do I do?
Aye.
Oh, the pleasure. Also, your accent is extremely. Where are you from?
Reeve actually stops to think to himself for a moment. What would I actually roll for self-awareness in this situation in Pathfinder? Matt, do you know?
Will?
Yep. What?
Will.
Yes.
What- No, I'm not talking to you. I'm telling him what to roll. Self-awareness. You know who isn't self-aware? My man Will.
That would be a 9 plus my base 7 of 16 total.
Okay.
Am I
So-
aware of anything? Let me know what I know.
You're aware that your accent has thrown him off a little bit, and he's genuinely curious. Where are you from?
Otavia, I?
Ah. That's not a place I've ever heard of.
It's from... Reeve stops to think for just a moment, a slight pause. Can I throw another will save here to see if I even... see, he's a reflection of the original him. The current him has never been to Motavia, and this is transferred memories. So this is complicated stuff here. And this is conflicting
Are you trying
with
to
his own
recall
life that
knowledge?
he's lived. Yes, he's trying to recall knowledge from a past life.
If from a past life, recall self-awareness, like knowing, like self-awareness. I thought you were meaning like saying, "Oh, I gotta check myself." To recall memories, it's an int check, just raw int.
However, but his will check did not tell him that he remembered that Motavia isn't even in this dimension. He wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm.
So what would I roll?
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan.
Mm.
One moment.
It's been an hour if you want to go ahead and use the hourly.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you know.
Reeve goes ahead. Wait, looks at the palm of his hand. Looks at the pit boss who hasn't even told him his name yet, or their name.
Mhm.
Looks at his shoes. Just holds his head for a moment. It's like, you know what? I'm sorry. Let me be real with you for a second. Must have gotten ahead of myself with my winnings here currently. I just kind of messed up there. That was my bad. I apologize.
That I'm confused. So hang on.
He
So you're trying to
realized
walk
not
back?
to say that what he knows. He's walking back, yes.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm not from Otavia. In fact, where even... Wait a second. Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm not even the original me. That was, in fact, my bad. To even try to deceive you like that. Oh man, I don't even feel good about my winnings anymore, but I just... Is there any way that we could just start from scratch here? I know that it's a lot to ask, but
You are a unique one for sure. To
thank you.
have memories of another is not unheard of, but rare for sure.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'd imagine it is. Um, does that intrigue you at all?
Oh, it very much intrigues. But we do not pry where we are not wanted. So, mm, if you're willing to share, I'd be more than happy to listen, but
Sure.
that's up to you.
Reeve proceeds to go on the Cliff Notes version of his entire backstory that has been mentioned before here. Just like honestly and upfront to save time, we're not going to go over all of it because we have other things to do in the campaign. And just proceeds to just tell him a shorter version of pretty much or less everything that led up to this point over the last 280 years as they sit there and share a drink. A very Cliff Notes version, given the time frame.
James is doing the Macarena.
Stop.
And now I'm
Fucking
here.
Irish is just trying to drink.
So, yeah, a lot of it is complicated. Is there anything else that you'd like to know?
Hey,
Have you ran into any other planeswalkers?
Yes, my associate, Zero Smajer.
Interesting.
Rather, my original associate.
hey, Carl,
Well,
one
let's
second
say they're
here.
more than associates, but yes.
Everything all right, Matt?
Also, I had known of an individual, my original had known of an individual called Matt Magnum, Leviathan Devil.
Ah. Oh, that's the name I've heard of. Interesting.
I sent you a message there, Carl.
Mm-hmm. Checking.
Do with that what you will.
Above board, Reeves no longer trying to hide anything. He realizes that he doesn't have the upper hand, or any hand, in the situation anymore.
Mm-hmm. I said, sorry about that.
I was just like, I'm pretty sure that's what you mean, but I'm just like, just double checking. Interesting. Okay. So, how many planes have you, would you say you've been to?
Most of the planes connected to where the spire used to be. From where, what timeline I was originally from. Sigil was, in fact, transported to a black hole from the timeline that I come from, with Dolores inside of it. Of course,
Shame.
Dolores kept on ticking from what I hear, but she was not happy about it at all.
Understandably. Who would be happy getting stuck inside a black hole?
Phrasing! Boom!
Furthermore, who would think that they could actually off Dolores? I mean, for real?
For real?
Indeed. Interesting. You Zeros, go ahead and roll me a perception check real quick.
Sure thing.
Okay. You could swear they just grew an additional wrinkle in the brain.
Okay.
Yeah, Reeve doesn't pay it any mind.
So yeah.
But anyway, I came here to have a decent time and just chill out with my friends here. But I also came here looking for information and possibly assistance.
An interesting concept. Tell me, what information were you wishing to procure?
Well, you see, I wear the uniform of a tech priest, and my colleagues don't exactly look like they're from around here. Where could we get some more clothes that would be more local? Potentially of, you seem like you know quite a bit, you know. And I'm curious, do you know where we could get some clothes of a certain sort of, you know, station of sorts? to match our current physiques that wouldn't look off-putting. Myself as a tech priest and my colleagues here. I would pay handsomely. He goes ahead and puts 300 credits on the table.
Unfortunately, some stations are beyond such a reach. So, what would you be looking for in particular?
An outfit of the rank and file, you know, the average sorts.
The rank and file of what precisely? We have multiple different businesses around here, so knowing which one means I can direct you to the proper person.
Well, from what I've heard through the grapevine, there are certain bad actors here who would stand to tarnish such legitimate businessmen of such as yourself, and we are looking to possibly throw a wrench in their works.
Well, if I may, everything here has been sanctioned by the Vexarium. So, while we may disagree with their methods, they are sanctioned. So, there's technically no illegitimacy here.
Naturally, of
Though,
course.
throwing a wrench in their plans, unfortunately, it takes more than simply having an outfit, I'm afraid.
Yes, that much I do understood from what little I do.
Tell you what. There's a rumor going around that a portion of what's being made are enhanced batteries of sorts. Something that can keep the lights on, well, off the grid, and no need to pay additional bills if I could go ahead and have something that doesn't cut into my profit margins. So, here's the deal. Occasionally, there's one or two of the rank and file who have the I guess you could say a key card that is needed to actually enter the facilities. I could go ahead and get them in a relieving state to where you can acquire such. And maybe, just maybe, you can go ahead and get me a couple of those batteries in return.
An equitable exchange. We will do so. And if we do not, well, I'm certain you could find us.
Indeed.
Thank you for your time.
And he'll slip you a slip of paper with a local tailor on it. And you now have a lead for the uniforms and for a potential way to get in beyond the currently formulated, I guess is the best way to put it, strategy that you guys have about delivering the water.
Yes, and now I'd like to get to James testing his theory.
Oh,
James
God.
can test his theory all he wants.
Yep. So James is waiting for that roulette dealer to come over because he very specifically tricked him into thinking he is his boss's confidant, and he offered to buy him a drink, which is, if there's any mob ties to this place, not doing so would be bad.
It would just be bad entirely.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, they come over, looking haggard.
James says, "Bartender, 2 whiskeys here, make it top shelf, and both of them are going to be for my friend here."
All right. Like, are you talking about full flagons, or are you just talking about shots?
I am talking hard shots, like the highest alcohol grade you can get from whiskey.
Okay. So, the potent shit.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I just wanted to go ahead and double check with you on that. So,
Meanwhile, you have Iratris at like the end of the bar, just drinking a fucking water.
And James says, "Go ahead, drink, and we'll get down to business after that."
don't you think that's a little bit,
I'm telling you to drink, aren't I? Snap, snap.
whatever. He'll down the 2 shots.
Can you make that fort save?
Good question. Can, with a +2, he make a DC whatever for... Hell no.
Nat 1.
James is all according to Keikaku.
That's a lot of nat 1s tonight.
All according to
Rubbing his-
Keikaku.
Yeah, rubbing his hands evilly, all according to plan.
Oh, and he has to make 2 of those.
Oh god.
Watch him get a second nat 1. I'm calling her right now.
No.
Damn.
I think the R1 fucked him up so hard it couldn't fuck him up anymore.
Eh,
And James says, "Good, now that the wheels of sociability have been lubricated, I have to apologize. You see, I'm not your here on your boss's behalf. I'm here on behalf of, well, I'm a private investigator of sorts, and I'm looking into something for a particular someone close to you. Do I need to go into more example?"
Close to me?
Yeah, someone who say you're no good rotten sheet. Caught you with another woman, kind of deal.
Buddy, that could be a lot of people.
Oh. Oh, well, this one seems to be taking quite a step back, in fact. And I'm going to have to make 2 rolls here because I've got to lie and intimidate this guy. In fact, depending upon what you say here in your defense, I think she's got another guy lined up to take care of you after this. 23 to lie.
I can imagine Iratris is like just
27
sitting across
to
the way
intimidate.
drinking her water, and her other set of arms is just hiding the cuffs in her lap. She's just waiting.
Look, I don't know who sent you.
Oh, you know.
That's not... it's not specific.
Oh, no, it is. I'm not allowed to say her name, but you know the one person who would have this done to you, don't you?
Try 3, buddy.
3 people, huh? Well, why don't you take a guess which
Okay,
one? I'll
yeah.
tell you if you're right.
Is it Margaret?
No, Margaret's too soft. You know that.
Gives that look of, you clearly haven't met her.
And he picks up on it and is like, no, you misunderstand me. When I said take care of the situation, Margaret's not the kind of girl to hire a hitman, buddy. You know that. Fuck it. We ball with the hero points.
I mean, she isn't as likely, but...
Yeah, no. So, come on, you mentioned 3. Take another guess.
Is it Janet?
No, Janet's too crazy to know a reliable hitman, and not crazy enough to risk an unreliable hitman.
I mean, I guess fair.
Well, there's only one name left, and you want to know who it is, don't you? So you might as well tell me the name.
It's always got to be Karen, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that Karen will get you every time, man. No, she's got a reliable sniper in the wings here, just waiting with a bullet with your name already etched on it. So let's cut to the chit chat here. I can make that sniper go away. I can make Karen believe you're a saint. I need a favor.
What?
I need you to arrange a hot streak. You have years of experience at the roulette table, and I need you to set up a particular patron here with a little bit of a hot streak. I mean,
I do have years of experience, but there's only so much that one person can do on a roulette wheel. I'm sure you know this.
Yeah, no, there's a lot you can do. Like, earlier when I bet on black and I told you, hey, man, and I distracted you, scared you, and then made you drop the ball when I wanted, you can do that. You know what I'm talking about. Dropping the ball at the precise moment, you tend to know how to get those numbers you want to come up.
I can only get within a certain margin of error. Unfortunately, that usually only bites for colors, not specifics.
Well,
I can easily do things like odds and evens or reds and blacks, but
believe it or
anything more
not,
specific than
that's
that-
all I'm needing. So, what I need, and I'm not saying I need you to do this at this moment, but when you see me again, when I have the opportunity for you, I expect you to pay back your debts. Also, I expect you to pay back the fact that you are drinking heavily on the job and you're heavily intoxicated. I will take complete fall for that, but only after I get what needs to be done. So, at the moment here, you go back. Your break's almost over here, and I'll tell you when the time comes that I need you to tip the scales of fortune for someone.
Fine.
Okay? Oh, and the name is Guile, by the way.
Matt, above table.
Hmm.
I hate you.
Guile as in a deception?
Yep. I know. That's why I hate you. Damn it. Too bad he's too intoxicated to put 2 and 2 together on that one.
Well, it's also a name, but also the funniest part here, Carl, is James talked him into admitting he's cheating on 3 different women, giving him all 3 of those names, and also agreeing to rig a betting game in his favor when he can use it to his advantage.
He's drunk as shit.
Mm-hmm.
The roulette person is going to get a glass of water, chug it down real quick, and go back to his station.
And then James goes and sits down by Iris, and it's like, you don't win every gamble you make, but that was still very good. I thought he was cheating on his wife, and I thought I might have been accused falsely of rigging some games here. It's a really hazy memory, so that's why I asked you to do that, try and see if anyone recognized me. Fortunately, that didn't happen, because now we have currency we can use to arrange for some things.
Hmm. No, I suppose so.
Yep. Anyways, can I have those cups back?
She just rolls her eyes as she's taking another sip of her water and her other set of arms handed over to you.
Thank you. And he puts it back in its bag. He's like, I'm gonna go find Zeros here. Keep staying sober. As you can see, alcohol is basically truth serum.
She looks at him. It's like, I don't drink alcohol.
Huh. 1 second, James has to roll a will save to see if he does something stupid because he finds it funny.
Oh, God.
Yep. Well,
No, James is Faraday cage is keeping him in line today.
Okay.
mhm.
He was about to order you the biggest, strongest drink he could think of. And he's like,
Oh
no,
my
I need
God.
her to be sober. She's the one who keeps me alive. Last thing I need is a slip and my throat being cut when I'm down bleeding. Okay, no, bad idea, James. And he gets
last
up and
thing I need. Last thing I need is a drunk healer.
Mm-hmm. And James goes over to Zeros trying to find him.
You're not going to find Zeros in the building. How drunk is your
Sorry.
character?
More like, I meant Reeve. Reeve.
Fair enough.
He might not even find Reeve at this
You're not
point.
gonna find zeros here. How drunk are you?
Unless if Reeve is trying to hide, he won't find him. But if not, he should be able to find him.
Reeves in plain sight at the table with the pit boss, still just sitting there. He's went ahead and bought himself another plate because it took a lot out of him explaining his story. No more to drink, though.
Okay. And James walks up and is like, hey, Reeve, you mind if I join you here for a second?
Sure, James. You got it.
Yep. And James looks at the person, the pit boss, and he's gonna roll corpo lore to see if this guy triggers any of his past memories.
You don't know. More likely because the last time you were here was likely so long ago that they look different now. So nothing's really ringing any bells.
Okay. James James is going to size him up, using Lie to Me. He's going to try and get a read on what this guy's like.
With a 15.
I might
You
hero
can get
point
this.
that, but if you go ahead.
I mean, if you want a hero point, you can.
Yeah, I'd like to get a bit higher of a roll if I can.
Okay, 19. You get the feeling that this guy is pretty straightforward, doesn't really bullshit, but he is absolutely the guy who will talk your frickin' ear off whenever he has a question.
Okay, then James
He
is going.
Definitely gives Intel broker vibes.
Okay, then James is going to say, so, me and my consultant here, we do a little bit of odds and ends work, but I have a very soft spot in my heart for casinos. So I wanted to check to see how reliable your staff were, how easy to socially engineer they were. Would you like to hear the results of my social engineering test?
Mm. Well, considering the fact that I see that one of our employees is currently drunk off their ass, and you just hear a thud in the corner as the dude just falls. Still somehow able to get the freaking ball inside the roulette wheel before falling over.
You just see the ball go up in the air as he collapses, and then the ball just lands and starts rolling. It's like a fucking cartoon show.
I assume it went about as well as I expect.
Oh no, that was the hardest one to crack. Your bartender was super easy to get 2 drinks without paying. I didn't even offer to pay. She didn't even ask me for any money. The bar, I know, is a place that doesn't usually charge too much at casinos, but if you're not charging at the bar itself, you're losing money. So I would make sure to have a talk with that bartender.
Fair enough.
Do I need to roll anything on that? Because none of that was false.
Nope.
Oh, also, she just absolutely handed your guy 2 of the strongest drinks possible. So, you know, he was hard. I had to worm my way in to get him to take 2 drinks, but the bartender's gotta go, man. She is an asset liability.
Well, that's probably because they were a thing at one point, and she might be trying to get back with them.
Oh, yeah, no, trust me, she won't be. Once that guy's socially lubricated, easy as a book. Got him to confess to cheating on 3 different people with giving me 3 of their names.
I knew his love life was complicated, but goddamn.
Yeah, so once again, me and my associate here are at your disposal if you need our, what we can do for you.
Well, I do believe that we don't need anything as of right now. Apparently, I have other things to take care of first, but maybe another date.
Also, and James points out 2 other things. The slot machines are a bit easier to win than they're even legally allowed to be able to. I'm guessing that's because you treat the slot machines like a loss leader. But more importantly, that roulette table's got an indent in its carpet, so you should try moving it a couple of feet. You'll get more random rolls, and it'll be harder for anyone to game the system.
It is about that time, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Just checks his data pad. Yep, about 6 months. So,
anyways, this is
Yep,
all what I
on
could
the
do
roll.
in 2 hours, so you might want to consider booking us for a more in-depth security treatment.
I'll take it under consideration for sure.
Yep, and
I
James
used
hands him a
to-
card, and he's like, I just had these printed. Here you go.
Ah.
Technically, my main gig is I'm a musician, and I've got a bit of a record deal going, but do some side work.
Nothing wrong with side work.
Not at all.
I'm a literary writer myself in my spare time.
What do you write, actually? I'm curious.
Mostly things along the scientific vein. Going through, and he just starts rambling on about a bunch of complex scientific topics, and basically how he's been slowly but surely trying to make a for dummies book, basically for each topic.
I actually read your social engineering for dummies book because you wrote one of those when you were getting started, and that was seen as more important at the time.
Huh. Good. Was it beneficial?
Yes, but a lot of the it is a bit outdated nowadays. I'd consider giving it an update. After all, there's tons of people who want to do what I just did but don't have the abilities to. You can hire if you can make stuff to make more people like that. Not only will it make it easier for you to determine who is cheating based upon those same methods, but it'll also make it easier for you to get people to stop cheaters with those methods.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll have to re-go over my source materials and everything and see what needs to be added and updated and just run comparisons mostly.
Yes, and once again, I would like to point out that Reeve here is the head of everything, but I figured I'd give my assessment as I've been assigned.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It is appreciated.
Yep. And he pats Reeve on the shoulder and leans down and whispers, "Hey man, thank you for whatever you're doing here, but I hope that helps a little." And he pats him on the back and leaves.
Got it.
It is Hidden Dragon Day for James today.
Apparently. But yes. So, does Reeve need to have any initial conversation?
So Reeve was actually done here, and I'm actually waiting on a call from an employment specialist. This is all above board, by the way. IRL.
Cool.
So, if she calls, I need to be ready because she would only call in the next 30 minutes.
I mean,
So I am currently just standing by and listening. I've done my main part, and my part was long for this campaign.
Yeah.
So, I do not want to push it. People can do their thing.
Yeah.
That is fair. The pit
So-
boss will, in that case, go ahead and be going around and
So are we
making
gonna
sure
go
that everything's good for that shit. So,
We would
gonna
have
do the factory now?
informed James on the way out, not on his data pad, but he would have taken is James carrying any paper?
you can. James is actually. I believe James does have a writing set. Yeah.
On the way out, show James this and tell him, don't put this on your data pad. Thanks.
He looks at it.
Please.
He looks at it, and he's gonna try and memorize it using society. 19, and he's like, "Would you prefer I burn it?" I've got it up here.
That sounds like a plan.
Got it. And James,
No offense to you, I say, looking over to the pit boss, but it's best that
off the
no
books,
stones be
off the
left
records. Yep, exactly. Security specialist, you know the type. And as for going to the factory, I think we've got a bit of setup before we go to the factory.
yeah, we'll have to
Yep.
go ahead and do that. And also, you guys have to decide whether or not you want to go and have backups and such. because you now have 2 avenues of approach, not just one. So
James James would say, James would go up to Marcus, and he would say to Marcus, Marcus, we're gonna have to put your murder boner away for a bit, because this is gonna require a scalpel, not a warhammer.
What? I understand if we need to use stealth for stealth reasons. Like,
I just look at the two of them.
yes.
You originally asked me if we need to go loud or if we need to go very loud, and the answer is we need to go DEFCON 5, my man. We need to be absolutely silent. Slip in, slip
And
out,
Marcus
get
is
to
smarter
work.
than you're
He
giving
is,
him
in
credit
fact,
for.
trained in
James.
stealth, okay?
That was so gay. That was so gay.
Marcus is smarter than you're giving him credit for, James. It's just he has a preferred method and he's good at it.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why
Exactly.
this is actually supposed to be more of a pep talk, because I know he's smarter than I'm giving him credit for, but at the same time, there's nothing I know this guy likes more than to make me eat my words. Not that he's been able to do it yet, but he'd love me to eat my words.
Wouldn't
That's
that
a
be the
difference of
greatest?
opinion, but we'll move on.
Okay, let me put it to you this way. You'd love to get me to shut up
What
because
part
I'm
about
surprised.
Did I say move on? Did you not understand?
Yeah. Okay, little too much Ice Queen, but yeah, that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, Iratris, sorry for putting you on the spot. It looks like theory A is... and he goes over to Zeros and he whispers, are they making like electronic components like I originally thought?
You're saying that to Reeve, right?
Yes.
Fusion cells, among other things, is my wager.
Fuck. Okay.
A special variety of them that you can't buy in a shop.
Yeah.
Now,
that.
mentioning to him under his breath
What?
quietly.
What
so
is
that other
happening?
people
All I
hear the
understood was
background.
I was being put on the spot. What happened?
James went over to Reeve to verify something here before
God.
asking you to do what he's about to ask you to do.
Oh God. Okay.
In
I'm
addition, yes, what we believed initially going on was, however, we now have an optional goal that isn't optional that needs to be done. That doing could change the tides of the entire operation in our favor if we do it well enough. We could get enough, but I think we want to go for more. You feel me?
I feel ya. Anyways, he walks over.
Above board, I'm so scared.
He walks over to Iratris, and James says, Iratris, I need you to do me a favor.
She looks at him and sighs to him. What do you need?
I need you to babysit me while we're here, because I think my enemies are here.
And she just like subtly squints at him.
Well,
have I not been doing that already?
I need you to do a better job at that, because I just got a person fired. No offense. And he looks at the bartender and waves. And it is like another person in my pocket and on the floor. And, well, made myself look like a very good option and ally of the pit boss. All of that without your supervision. I need you to be supervising me like a hawk. Where I go, you go.
And she just squints harder at him. It's like, and how do you expect me to do this better?
Simple. Piggyback ride.
And she just looks over at the other one, at everybody else, with just the I already hate this look. Before she signs to him, it's like, I'm not letting you on my back, but the most I can do is pick you up.
James pats you on the shoulder and is like, you might want to phrase that differently next time, but I get your drift.
She just audibly sighs before she goes and literally picks him up under the armpits with her second arm. It's like, I don't need to hear it from you.
Well, you're gonna hear it from me. The only option is, do you want to hear it from me alive or dead? Because, well, death doesn't really take with me, but you get my point.
You just hear like a grumbled noise from her, just like,
Hey, let off on the grip here! My pancreas. And he's just like, fuck, man.
What pancreas?
she literally picked you up under the armpits. She didn't go past
Oh, I
that.
thought he was under your armpit. My bad.
Yeah, no, she picked him up under his armpit, so she's just like holding him like that.
Art coming soon.
God.
And James is like, you know, it would work better on your back, because then you could put me underneath the trench coat.
She just looks down at him and like assigns to him the best he can see. It's like, or there's other options. And she like glances over at Marcus with just like good, just a really like plotting look.
Oh, are you kidding me? No, that would have been my first option, but no, Marcus is too hot. If we are always seen together, that's one thing. If me and Marcus are always seen together, we're gonna be getting too much heat for this job. So me and Marcus have got to be seen separately from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
She looks at him. It's like, and she signs to him. That's not what I meant.
I don't know what you mean, then. I don't like that I don't know what you mean.
and for the first time out of the entire time that you've known her, you just hear her like audibly like snort, and it's like she looks over at Marcus and she speaks to him. Do you have any cloth on you by chance? Any
I
spare
have
cloth?
bandages.
Might work.
Marcus just looks over at Reeve and then, or not Marcus, James looks over at Marcus and then Reeve and then back to Marcus and he just says, you realize that my mouth is the only thing that'll keep us from a bullet at the end of the day, then think about what you're doing.
Ira just looks down at him and then proceeds to lift him up more towards her level and turn him around. It's like, you asked me to babysit, right?
So are we gonna go to the factory or what?
No, Marcus, we have things we have to do to prep.
Alright.
It's because Ira snaps her fingers at James like, I asked you a question.
Hey, Marcus asked me a question too, and I have to calm his murder boner at every opportunity. Anyways, yes, I did ask you to babysit me. I am an adult. Do I need an adult?
If you have to ask.
And Ira just like sarcastically claps her hands together once, like, well, congratulations, you're now a part of an adult babysitting scenario.
I have no idea if I accidentally asked you something in your people's culture that means something different. Just to clarify, I need you to keep an eye on me. I hope you don't mistake that for any advance.
She shakes her head, it's like, oh no, then nothing of that sort.
Oh, thank God.
However, you are missing something. 2 things.
You are not going to put me in swaddling cloth. I have a gun that needs to be used.
even though half of her face is covered, you can tell she just has a shit-eating grin on her face. It's like, no, that's not what I'm referring to either.
If you put a bonnet on my head, it'll just look ridiculous, and I won't be able to get us anywhere with my tongue.
And she just kind of like shifts him around to look at him. It's like, I don't know, it might work.
Goodness, I haven't felt this degraded. Turn me around so I can look at you.
She just turns him around again.
And he says, okay, look, I have never felt this degraded. We aren't married, are we?
And then she just shakes her head no.
Oh, thank God. Wow, I have never... okay, well, that's good. Fuck me.
She shakes her head again. No, thank you. And she turns you around again.
That was not an invitation.
Oh. Oh my god.
Oh, it does. I just realized I was reading mechanic stuff. Apparently, I have another customization for my drone.
Neat.
Cool.
Actually, I think while
Yay.
Ira just... Hi, Whiskers. I think while I think while Artress is thinking about it, she just kind of looks over at Reeve. It's like, even though I just asked Marcus this, do you by chance have any spare cloth?
Spare cloth?
She wants to put me in a bonnet.
What's in Starfinder's adventure pack? Because I was one of the people of the party who bought one.
No,
Isn't there cloth in that for making torches?
no, there's torches, not materials to make them.
Okay. How big of a piece of cloth would you need for that? I say, looking over at Iratus.
And she like lifts up James again and turns him around to kind of like shape her hands around his head. It's like, maybe at least a few inches.
Because I have another slot, I'm gonna buy a
Um,
force field module for my drone. Force field.
Reeve pulls out of his adventurer's pack that he carries around on his back. His bedroll and says, "Here, go ahead and cut off a piece."
I am already wearing a cowboy hat. Come on, guys.
And she proceeds to go and take away that cowboy hat. It's like, not anymore, you're not. As she's as she's proceeding to take a piece of the bedroll cloth and starts to try and shape it out.
You can take one picture of this, and then I want my cowboy hat and Faraday cage back, or we're all dead. But you can have your fun.
Reeve
She
is
like shakes her head. It's like,
containing-
I only said I'd take the cowboy hat. I'm not touching the other things. And then she proceeds to tie the cloth over your head like one.
The cowboy,
Reeve
look at...
holding back his laughter, barely.
James looks at you as like the cowboy hat holds the Faraday cage. I'm not the kind of person to just wear a tinfoil hat straight up. No, the tinfoil's on the inside of the cowboy hat. You just didn't pull out the cowboy hat originally. Anyways, take your picture. It'll last longer.
You can tell she's just kind of like smiling under her little face mask. It's like, I don't know, I kind of like it this way.
Would you also like bullets in your back? Because depending upon the situation, that might happen if I don't talk properly and don't look respectable.
You're in the desert. The cowboy hat is cartoonish. I was going to get you a leather cowl with a hood and mask, which keeps the, sand out of your eyes, nose, ears, and mouth. I think they call it a shako. Yeah, we were gonna go with that to go over your Faraday cage, but you insisted on the cowboy hat. So now that we're out of range of any shops while we're out here even further out, this is the best we're going to do. It's unfortunate, but you'll have to make do. I'm sorry, James.
And Iris just looks at him. It's like, technically, it's your fault for asking me to babysit you and watch you like a hawk. This is what you get.
James looks at Reeves and was like, first of all, cowboy hat is not cartoonish. It is actually, the hat is used in this part of the world for a reason. It makes sense. Keeps the, it's more for the keeping the sun out of your head. It makes sense. Also, I look like a baby. I look ridiculous, and I'm supposed to talk your way into stuff.
Adult
Hat that I'm
babysitting, that's what
mentioning
you asked
will
me for.
actually obscure your identity, and you're worried about being like found, right? Yeah.
Let me retie this then. Fine, I get ya. Also, set me down for a second so I can retie this in a way that makes sense.
She looks at him. It's like, retie what exactly?
Oh, right. Well, you gotta trust me.
And she like squints at him, like slowly puts him down. It's like, you asked me to do my job, and I'm doing my job.
I know, but look, the bonnet is funny, but here is the actual thing that we should do here. And he reties it, and it's you guys ever seen like he makes it sort of look like he's wearing bandages instead of a he looks like he was wearing bandages now instead of a bonnet. And his hair is still let loose, and his eyes and mouth can move, and he's like, there we go. That would work. I think Carl's asleep.
Carl?
I'm
Carl,
struggling. Yeah.
we're losing you, buddy.
Yeah, I am actually struggling because I have not had good sleep this entire weekend.
Well, I think we've reached a natural stopping point here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have like 10 more
Yes.
minutes before 9, so unless you want to call it here.
I would say
Carl can't
we
stay
can go and call
awake.
it here. Yeah. I'll say let's go and call it here, and then you guys can go ahead and plan out what you want to do in terms of next session.
Okay. Well, good night, everyone.
Good night.